I was actually on holidays in Queensland when I found out that I had and I say had now, past tense, really high blood pressure. I'm talking about 200. And that was a real surprise because I'd never had a reading like that before. And I came home to Melbourne. I thought I better double check it because I just visited a doctor there for a water in my ear. And I thought maybe I was just a bit nervous about the doctor there. Had an afternoon with my parents at their house and just having a bit of a chat. It was a pretty relaxing day. I thought I better check my pressure. So I picked up Mum's blood pressure monitor because she also has had blood pressure issues for years, if not, I think decades. And I got a reading of 199 over 16, and 14 days later, it was 119 over 74. So in case you think I've misspoke or you didn't hear that right, I'll say it again. It went from 199 over 116 to 119 over 74 in 14 days. I'll tell you what happened in my first 5 days. So day one, I actually bought my own blood pressure monitor. I went to the parcel locker, collected my order, went straight to the pharmacy and bought a blood pressure monitor, came home, put a patch on. Actually, the patch went on in the car, came home, did my first reading, and that was probably not even an hour apart. My starting point, if you look at just the day that I put the patch on, 176, 5 days later, 148, but in 14 days, it dropped by 80. In between, there's been a little bit of up and down, just as my body's obviously trying to find its new equilibrium. But what I'm really happy about is all of those big numbers have gone completely. The day after I got my patches, Mum happened to drop into my place for something completely unrelated, and I had my pack on the bench, I think, and I said, "Hey, Mum, here's a week's supply. Please try these." I said, "They might help you with your blood pressure." So that might have been a Tuesday, possibly a Wednesday. And by Saturday, I received a message in our family chat, and I want to read it to you. It's very brief. It starts with miracle, exclamation mark. I slept through the whole night and my blood pressure is only 165 over 89. Now for my mum, she's sometimes had it at 220. For me, this is enormously significant. So after 1 week of patches, Mum thought she'd try 2 days without, thinking it might have been the tea that she was taking. And after 2 days, she was pretty much banging on my door saying, "I want some more patches." So Dad, heard obviously what was happening for me and for Mum, and Dad's actually said, "I want to try some too." And that in itself is pretty mind-blowing because in 25 years of looking at all different kinds of health products and technologies, my dad has not wanted to try anything. And I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that he uses them long enough to get a great result.